I know 2020 really sucks, but like, do we really want to go back to the 80s? Hi queens, kings, and all the royals in between. Welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I really like doing blind reactions. I've done them a lot for Classically Abby. I plan on doing more. If y'all have suggestions for other people I should blind react to, fucking wing it on me. Wing it on me. So I have been getting more and more into Twitter lately. I follow a lot of like makeup people, mainly because that's what I'm drawn to, even though I'm like really bad at makeup, sorry. But I'm trying, I'm learning, and there's this girl on Twitter, I found her on Twitter, and then I also follow her on Instagram now, who does pictorials, and they're phenomenal, and that's how I've been like learning to do my makeup. But some of these people follow like bigger influencers, you know, bigger makeup artists and stuff. Because I follow a lot of smaller ones. I do follow Jeffree Star, but I follow like a lot of smaller ones. Anyways, they'll like retweet it, and then I get to see it. Well, James Charles and his drama popped up, and all I have to say is like, I know 2020 really sucks, but like, do we really want to go back to the 80s? Like, can we just pick any other decade, please? Like, the 60s would be a lot of fucking fun, the 70s even. There's so many other fun decades that we could hit up that have such better styles. The fucking 80s, and that apparently is where we're going. So this gentleman, and I have screenshots. Ethan Klein, sorry if I butcher that. He made this company, or co-founded, I don't even 100% know. But he either like co-founded it or whatever, or founded it all on his own. It will state somewhere. This company called Teddy Fresh, and it came out with this like color blocking sweatshirt, right? It's all blue here with a yellow hood, different like a pink and green sleeves and yellow cut. It's very 80s. I grew up in like 89, but I had to wear a lot of hand-me-downs for my cousins who were born in the early 80s, and so I'm just done with the 80s, okay? Like, we can just forget that time happened with their fashion, please. Anyways, so then Jeffree Star, James Charles came out with his stuff, the sisters, that looks almost identical, except for his sisters doesn't have the little red little thing right here and a yellow pocket instead of a blue pocket. And he also came out with ones in different colors. I haven't looked too far into it. Like I said, I'm not going to do research on this. I'm just stating my opinion on the matter because honestly nobody cares, and it's nice to like have an output for my thoughts, okay? So anyways, I started Googling like 80s color blocking, right? Because I swear to God I had a sweatshirt or something similar in those colors when I was younger. I mean, I get that he's accusing James Charles of stealing it, but I'm pretty sure that whoever helped him design it probably had some like repressed childhood memory of like wearing it. It's fucking color blocking. People make what sells, and they're like, oh, color blocking sells, oh, those colors sell, so how can I switch it up? And I guess their big thing is, oh, but the strings are the same color, right? I don't know. But I get the yellow strings like match the yellow hood, because when I googled it I came across these other ones, right? And they look similar to it. We've got this guy that, I don't know where the fuck I'm pointing to. Anyways, that has like the very similar that James Charles did. Different, like the hood. So instead of the hood and the cuffs being yellow, it's blue. So the middle thing is pink, but it's got the blue little front thingy. Instead of it being like the same color as the pink, it matches the hood, which I think that makes more sense personally. Like, why would you have one color? Like, why would you not just block that out as well? If you're gonna fucking go for it, make a home run. Anyways, and then I kept going, and there's more of them, and the strings match the hoods. There's t-shirts that like are the same. Like, Jesus Christ, it's a fucking fad apparently. They always say that oh god, what is it? I can't remember. You know, oh, they're copying me. Oh, copying is a form of flattery or whatever, because they want to be like you, whatever. So my thoughts on it is like, 2020 is a shit show. Who gives a fuck? Because, I mean, do you guys even have the same followers? And you think that your followers are going to be like, oh, well, I'm going to go buy James Charles merches instead. Even if they don't like James Charles, they're going to be like, nice, I want to support the person I like, so I'm going to go support them. And James Charles's people aren't going to come and, like, buy your shit if they don't support you, if they don't like it. But, like, if they support James Charles, and, you know, even if they don't like it, they'll probably be like, oh, I'm going to buy it because I support James Charles. Like, I really think a big deal with the merch is, like, I support this person, so I'm going to give them my money. So, obviously, like, James Charles is not stealing the people who would be supporting your merch. Is it even merch though? Like, is it like your clothing brand? Like, I kind of went to the website and it all is just 80s shit. Like, I really felt like I was, your new launch really felt like Avril Lavigne and like the 80s, like, had a baby. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just being honest. Like, that's just my point of view. I know some people really love it. They're like, oh, rad. Like, this is awesome. Like, but yeah, I mean, was it mockery is a form of flattery? No, mocking somebody's bad. What the fuck is the... This is gonna drive me nuts. I'm gonna probably end up having... I'm gonna Google it, actually. What is a form of flattery? Mockery is a form of flattery. Imitation. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. So you should feel flattered, I guess. But with the shit show that is 2020, do we really want to focus on, oh my god, you know, they copied my shit? Is that really what we want to focus on with everything that's going on in the world? And is the 80s really the decade we want to regress to? Like, I'd even settle for the 90s. Like, I'll fucking put those things in your head, the fucking, what are those zigzag headbands and the butterfly clips. I don't even know, like, where the 90s crossed over to, like, the early 2000s, because I feel like that was just, like, one big blur. Like, 2010, things changed. But, maybe that's because, like, my age, or I don't know. I don't know. So this is my rant on this, because, like, I mean, like I said, there are so many other things to be concerned about. We've got the Midwest is on fire. Midwest, the West side. I don't, how do they call it the Midwest? Like, I think the mid would be the middle of something, like the West Coast. The West Coast is on fire. Like, we haven't seen clear skies in a week, and there's not even a fire in my county, and we got hurricanes smacking all over the place. Coronavirus still hasn't even gone into its second wave yet because we won't let it go. I've heard of people, like, sending their kids back to school and all of a sudden they're getting COVID cases. Yeah, like, that's just... I don't know, man. It's almost spooky season. I'm hit and miss about it because it's about to be fall and it's cold, and I'm already wearing my long sleeves and it's not even fall yet. I believe it's the 22nd of September, and I'm excited for Halloween, and then I get older and it gets really fucking cold. I don't know. If you're worried about your sales going somewhere, like I said, I haven't looked very into it, so if you're doing this, like, right on. But if you're worried about people going somewhere else instead of supporting you, why don't you, like, you know, say, make a big advertisement that, hey, I'm going to donate towards wildfire reliefs, or hurricane reliefs, or suicide prevention, or COVID research, or, I don't, is that even last one a thing? I don't know. Go for the other shit first. I don't know. Do something. Do good in the world. Like, I think it would be totally, I mean, badass if people were out there making stuff. Like, yeah, obviously you have to have an income to support yourself and to continue making things and everything, but, you know, there is an exceeded point where you should be able to make enough revenue when you've got a big name that many of you do to put some of that money into good places. And if you're already doing that, fucking right on. Anyways, that's the end of this video, and just to keep on theme with previous videos, stay horny.